Hey, it's Jinzo Jones with a Blue Eyes INVOKED deck profile. I don't see too many of these on the internet, so I figured I'd give you my take since the ones out there are all very different. Let's begin. Gotta get the Chaos Emperor Dragon coaster out the way. We'll start off with the main man himself, of course, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You gotta run him. 3 alternative. I'm not going to explain these. Everybody knows what these cards do. That card's the reason this deck's good. Double Dragon Spirit of White, because he's our back row destruction. We play a lot of Grave Recursion. No King of D, none of that trash in here though. So, not really nothing like that new crap that came out. 2 White Stone of the Ancients. I only play 2 because 3 is not really necessary. And sometimes it sucks when you open up and draw that and you just gotta link off into a Karibo if that's the only play you got. But we try to always avoid that. White Stone of Legend, you gotta run him. He just gets a Blue Eyes in your hand. This fella here, Sage, is great. He combos off great with Alistair the Invoker. Normal summon, search the invocation, ditch Sage from hand, special summon on Blue Eyes, and then fusion summon a Macabre with both of those is pretty good. Triple Alistair. 1 effect Veiler since he's searchable off Sage. Most of the time I'm usually looking for I search one of the rocks out of the deck, but every once in a while you just want to search the Veiler because you can play that on your opponent's turn, and the Kidney Stones don't really work too well on your opponent's turn. To the end of the monsters here is 3 Ash Blossom. 21 monsters in the deck. It's a 40 card deck. Next, let's go to the spells. I play 2 Invocation. Double Magical Meltdown. 2 Melody of the Awakening Dragon. I just never really need to use a third one. I always end up drawing the Blue Eyes as the alternative, so I cut the third. I just bumped that up for consistency reasons. I used to just run 1 because I used to main deck evenly matched in here when my locals had a lot more pendulums. The main deck and side deck changes all the time due to whatever I'm fighting against in the tournaments. Triple Return of the Dragon Lords because it's better than Monster Reborn. Silver's Cry, Reborn the Monster, and Soul Charge to round off all the Grave Recursion. Draw Power. I love Pot of Desires. I've always been a 2-pot guy, never been into 3. Double Trade-In, because it sucks when you draw the Dragon Spirit of White and you just got to get him out of your hand. 1 Raigeki, and for the trap cards I'm running now, Strike and Judgment. Judgment's awesome. Gets rid of Mirror Forces and just dumb problems, and I just hate playing against stun, but Judgment takes care of everything you do. For the extra deck, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Decode Talker, because this deck has a hard time getting over top of Baguska. Raigeki's like the only main deck out, but I just link up into Decode and slay him over top. Elysium, it's really good. It comes in really handy late game. Double Macabre, 1 Purgatrio, double Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 1 Azure Eyes if you feel like you need to get defensive. If you open up with Sage and a Melody, you can always make this guy and then end on a Crystal Wing. Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, he's alright. Full Armor, he's pretty good. And then Galaxy Eye Cypher Blade just floats, so he's really good. Somebody activates an annoying scapegoat or something, pop 1 with alternative, overlay, pop another goat, and then pop a 3rd goat. It's real easy to do. And sometimes you want to be cautious if you use his effect because you don't know if your opponent will have a Ghost Ogre in hand. And sometimes you just want to just go ahead and throw that over top because you don't care if that gets Ghost Ogre because we'll just pop back out the Cypher. And for the last extra deck monster, number 38, side deck. It changes for every tournament. The last tournament I played in, I just went ahead and ran 3 Drolls for the True Draco matchups. 3 evenly matched. Obvious Dimensional Barrier. Shout out to B Nasty for the Solemn Warning. A Solemn Strike. Triple Cyclone and 1 Dark Hole. And we got the Strike Ninja Dungeon Dice Monster as a field center. I'm Jinzo Jones. Peace.